Okay, everybody. I know it's been a while. Give me a second. I know it's been a while, but we're back. Is this set right? Okay. All right. I know it's been a while. But we have returned. I have been kind of in and out of the office, taking care of a lot of family stuff. So I haven't been here to stream, and I know we haven't streamed in like 2 or 3 weeks ever since I got back from the conventions. But we're here. I have some commission work that I do need to finish up. Let me. There we go. Yo, Tim, what's going on, man? I appreciate that. Um, so this is because I have been kind of in and out. Hold on. Have some color references because I know that the different turtles they have different, you know, shades of green. So I'm going to be utilizing. I don't have a lot of different greens, but was fortunate enough to have the exact greens that I need for the different the different turtle colors. Um, Tim, what's going on? You good? Yeah, I'm good, man. Don't worry about it. I'm good. Lyra, thank you for coming through. What time is it for you? Let me put my hair up. So yeah, because I've been kind of in and out of the office, I decided to open up some commissions because I was just like, look, if I'm not gonna be, at the desk, to do like the actual work, especially since I need to be in the office for a long period of time if we're gonna work on a new collage. I was just like, look, man, I may as well just get fucking paid, man. Oh, it's 9 o'clock for you? Okay. 9 in the PM. Yeah, so that I ended up just picking up some commissions because I was just like, look, if I'm not gonna be in the office to work on the Attack on Titan piece, then I may as well do stuff that I could work on just kind of while I'm away, right? So non-toxic, what's going on? Yeah, we're back. We're back. I appreciate everyone for being patient with me till we came back and did all this. So, why is this so wobbly? How dare you? You've hurt the analytics now, Lyra. All right, so Michelangelo is always has a bit of a bit of a bluer color compared to the other Ninja Turtles, the other turtles. I'm gonna be a bit of a nerd right now. Oh, that's so much better. That was too high. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna put the flat colors in. This is a private commission, by the way. We'll put all the flat colors in, and then we'll go back in with. I'm thinking wool grays to shade everything in. I feel like, they're in New York. The city, I feel like, has a bit more of a cooler, especially since they run around at night. They should have a cooler tone to it rather than using warm grays. So that's probably what we're gonna do. Why are you so shaky? Your Uncle Mark was an original. Yeah? That's fucking cool. You're doing some non-dominant hand pencil sketching. That is cool. That is awesome. So I've been on the hunt to find a way to mount my camera, because right now it's mounted on the desk, right? See how it does that shaky thing? It's not a big deal. It's not a deal breaker. But look how annoying that is, right? It's a little. I'm barely touching the desk and it does that, right? I'm sure that gets annoying to you guys. So I've been on this hunt to try and figure out a way. And I think a ceiling mount is going to be my only option. I've gone through so many like clamps and rigs that sit on the table and all that. Anyway. Oh shit, we have some chats coming in from the other side. How was Anime NYC? Anime NYC was fine. The episode to that will be coming out soon. It will be coming out eventually. No, Anime NYC, for those who don't know, it's I think the only East Coast US show that I'm open to doing on the yearly. It's normally like a really, really, really high sales show. It's their 5th year, and it was my 5th year back there, so I've been with the con ever since it started. I gotta tell you, man, this was like the slowest it's ever been. I think this is the least amount I've ever made at that show. Still good numbers. Still very good numbers. Like, objectively, the amount of time that I spent versus what I brought home, it's still fucking ridiculous. Like, I think an older version, like a younger, less mature version of me would have, like, went on a big-ass rant and have been like, oh, fuck this, because I closed at about 40% of what I normally do. I don't even want guys want to talk numbers. You want to talk about numbers? So I normally would do 5 digits at that show, right? But I closed this one, what was I? High 4s? Or high 4,000s? Which, you know, I was there for like 5 or 6 days. Because it takes so long to fly over there, so you're investing that much. You're at the con for 4 days, because 1 day to set up, 3 days to sell. And then you have 2 days where you're traveling. So that's a lot of days to invest. Do I miss selling? Someone says waiting for you to do a Turtles piece. I don't know. Once we finish the Attack on Titan piece, my wife has told me that I need to do a Ninja Turtles piece. Normally, she's not that insistent about what I do and don't do with the collages, because she's like, I trust you. But she's been very insistent the past few, I guess, months. She's just like, no, you just gotta do a Turtles piece. Which is fine, because I love Ninja Turtles. Like, I am like that peak demographic when the Turtles were like first introduced, when they were like at their prime. That was me. I was a little kid with all these Ninja Turtle figures and shit, yeah. Lyra says, do you miss selling at cons? I'm so neutral to it now. Like, I used to be so miserable doing it, because I think I just done it too much in a short period of time. And if you do anything too much, you do eventually, like, you get tired of it, right? Even though it's a pretty easy job. Let's call it what it is. This is a pretty fucking easy job. Especially once you're established like me and you already know what to sell. You already have all the stuff for your setup. Like, you don't have to test things out anymore, where you're just like, I just have to go and collect the paycheck. And I feel like I'm fine. I'm at that point now with the conventions where I straight up just go in for a paycheck. Like, I don't have to experiment with anything. I know exactly how to talk to people. I know exactly how to do my setup based on like the type of table that they give me. So like, for example, Anime NYC, I'll give you an example. I need a YouTube moderator. Hold on, let me get rid of this bot. Actually, I think Lyra is literally a YouTube moderator. I think I still have you on there. I'm not asking you to do anything. I'm just saying that I don't think I ever took you off. Am I freelance all the way? I am freelance all the way. Yeah. I don't answer to anybody. Not even anybody. No, so I'll give you an example. So Anime NYC. Anime NYC, they gave me a corner spot, right? There's a curtain over here. And then there's a railing right here. So this is a walkway. That's a walkway right there. And here's another table. So traditionally, they have a railing right here. So every year I've been there, I've gotten a corner table. They usually have like a railing with a little skirt like right here. So as I was prepping for the con, I knew that I was like, okay, well my table's gonna be right here, and then I designed my setup to kind of have this in mind because I was just like, well, I can't set another table here. Anyway, so I made like a display that kind of wrapped around it like that in my head, right? But when I arrived there, they didn't have this little separator and skirt right here. So after I did my initial setup on day one, on day two, I was just like, well, if I don't have this in my way, what I did was I turned my entire display diagonal. And then I turned my table diagonal. That way you can get traffic from every direction. Anyway, little things like that. Where I don't really have to try as hard anymore or think anymore, and just makes doing cons really easy. And I'm just not. I guess I'm just not like as emotionally invested as I used to be. So, Lyra, to answer your long way to answer your question, do I miss selling at cons? I kind of do because now it's easy, and I love those paychecks. What was the weather like in New York? It wasn't bad. I've been there before where it was snowing in November. I've been there where it was way colder. But I straight up, I just had a thermal. When I'd walk around outside at night, all I had was a thermal, like an Under Armour thermal, a t-shirt. I swear to God, just a cotton t-shirt. And on top of that, well, I had a windbreaker, like an anorak. And if I was, feeling a little cold, I just had one of those puffy feather jackets, and that was it. And I was just like, not cold at all. Can you hear my puppy barking? Yo, my puppy has gotten hella big since the last time we were on stream. She's all vaccinated already. House trained. Wait, what are you asking about? Not on Twitch? Oh, sorry. By someone, say someone set up a con next to you selling Rider fan art that made so much money. Oh, I see what you're saying. That's cool. I mean, like, if it's the Artist Alley, it's kind of free game, right? Like, I'm sure people sell fan art of, like, what's the kid like Ross draws OCs? I forgot their names are, but I'm sure people sell fan art of that. That's like the highest level of flattery, though, right? One, if somebody is willing to put in the work to create your original character and then put it out for sale, and then other people buy it, The puppy has the zoomies right now. She's running around outside. I could hear her. And I'm not going to stop her from doing that because she'll tucker herself out. And when she starts getting real tired, I'll bring her in here. But I need her to be able to run around and expel whatever energy she has. Lyra, what do you have going on today? So outside of doing some people watching at the con and at the airport, like That's what I like to do in my spare time. Because like I said, the con was not particularly like super busy, so I like to do like either clothing studies or like gesture work while I'm at the table or at the airport from people who are passing by. Other than that, which I did a lot of that at Anime Expo Chibi and at New York, I haven't really drawn over the past like couple weeks. There's just been a lot of stuff going on here at home, and that's why I haven't been streaming a lot. But hopefully, in a couple of weeks, things will kind of get back to normal. We'll see, though. Do you get sales on your original artwork at cons? So I do all fan art now, but for the first, what, like 3 or 4 years I was doing cons, I was really trying to push my original concept art. So you can go back to my old YouTube series and like the earlier episodes, and you'd see my backdrop that I used was complete original concept art. And then the stuff that I had up on the table, those were fan art. And I only had a couple of pieces of fan art. They just don't move, man. Like they'll sell. Like you'll make a little bit of money, you know? But like you gotta, you're investing a lot of money to go to these shows. You know, a table could be anywhere from like $200 to $1,000, and your flight, lodging, time. You know, so you're there. You need to get back the most that you can, and just call it what it is. Even if you do okay amount of money with your original concept art, which I did, it's nothing compared to what you do when you switch to all fan art. When I switched to all fan art and I go back to the shows that I had been at previous years, my numbers went up over 200% every single show. And I was just like, all right, well, that's what it is. Dude, the hype for New York pizza is not a lie. It's good. Like, okay, I'm not saying it's the best pizza, but there's such a unique flavor to it that you have to you just have to. You saw the live demo on YouTube. Which live demo? I've done so many. But yeah, you forced your girlfriend to study. Then you went to study what? Then you cooked, and now, how was that bacon? I saw you cooked some bacon. How was that? Is it soy based? Anyway, are you a fan of Walt Simmons art? I don't know who that is. I'm not deep into art appreciation because I picked up art a little bit later in life, and I never really took the time to like appreciate, you know, master artists or anything. Once I started drawing, the only time I looked up, you know, like master level artists was when I needed references or study material. I never really deep dove and was like, you know. Everyone says that about New York pizza. You're not sure. I don't know, man. I think it's pretty damn good. These are different colors, right? Oh, they're the same color. Oh, shit. Okay. So that's a good color for Mikey. Donatello is definitely going to have this lighter. He normally has like bit of like a brown to him. So we'll use this yellow green on him. God damn it. I thought these were different colors. All right, so I have G07, which should be for Raph. And will this work for Leo? A little dark. I have the right color. No, this should be Leo, this should be Raph. I have the right color for Raph, but the nibs on this are so worn out. Hold on, let me try this one. Okay, never mind. We'll do this. We'll do this for Raph. Not toxic. See what I mean? Once you get past it up here and you actually focus on practicing with your non-dominant, That's why I've said it for so long. I was like, dude, anyone could do it. Anyone could learn to draw or color with their non-dominant hand. It just takes a lot of practice. It's just like, you know, it's just like learning to play an instrument. You're just like, oh, what's going on? Like you can't fucking move your fingers right. That's all it is. So I'm glad that glad it's going well for you. When is the dedicated Twitch stream for the Rider fan art? That is going to be when I finish all these commissions. I've been in and out of the office for a while, so I'm behind on everything. But I have 3 more commissions after this. I did this Naruto commission last night. I'll finish this, and then I definitely want to go in on the we did a draw this in your style challenge. I hosted it with DeviantArt, and who are the sponsors of today's stream, by the way? Shit, I forgot. Yeah, we'll do that as soon as I finish these commissions. Because even today, I'm not going to be in the office all day. Now, I know who Jack Kirby is. Your vegan bacon is actually mostly made of wheat and peas. Ooh. As long as it was yummy. No, I'm familiar with I'm familiar with original Turtles. Shit, I don't have a refill for this. I just have to hope that there's enough ink in here for Raph. And I have 2 of these pens, so that should be enough ink for Leo. I will always announce every time we're gonna do like a bigger stream. I announce it in the Discord. Like this one, I was just like, all right, look, this one wasn't scheduled. I was just like, look, I have some time. We're gonna hop in the stream. But anytime we do like a big one, like we're gonna do a 24-hour stream, or like the writer stream, or we start like a bigger project, I always announce it in the Discord. Yeah, I saw all of those on DeviantArt, right? No, I'll announce everything. Yeah, for the important stuff like that, no, we announce it. Stuff like this where I'm just like, look, I need to get some work done. We'll just hop on. Unscheduled. All right, hold on. The older dog wanted to come into the room and hang out. Lunar, thank you for the raid. You don't do Discord? Well, I will put it, when we get the date, I'll put it on all the social medias. I'll copy and paste it everywhere. So like when we, I'll put it up into the, what do you call it, the YouTube feed. I'll put it on Twitter and all that stuff, yeah. Thank you for the raid. I'll even put it on DeviantArt. You know, the timeline on DeviantArt, or the status updates. Point is, I'll make it very known when we do it. Well, okay. Thank you for the raid. Thank you for all the follows and all that stuff. No, I appreciate you doing so much fan art. Very creative stuff with what you did with Ryder. Super super cool. Like super creative stuff. That's why I put them all. I took all the ones that I could find. It's been a few days since I've looked, but all the ones that you did, I put them in an individual folder on DeviantArt. That's where we're gonna look over all of them. Thoughts on current grocery prices? I think the same thing everyone else is thinking about prices of everything. Too much. Well, that's the thing. I did sell, right, like when I was going to cons for the first couple years, I was selling Ryder fan art. Like that's what almost all of my original concept art was, that I had behind me at the cons. It was Ryder stuff. Even at Anime Expo, which was the biggest anime con in the US, I had an exhibitor booth at a $4,000 exhibitor booth this year, up in the exhibitor hall. I was selling only original concept art and some Copic stuff of like some fan art, but that was all like one shot like ink stuff, one of a kind ink stuff. No, dude, I've put in plenty of time pushing my original concept stuff. It's not like I was just like, oh, I'm just gonna do all fan art fucking forever, and you know what I mean. Like, and every time we've tried to switch over, which we've done, you know, many times over the years, it just doesn't do well. Like it does okay. But like I said, you're investing a shit ton of money and time. You need to just get back as much as you can when you go out there. And I've already tried it for years. You know, I put my money where my mouth is. It's what it is, and it's not me. It's the people. Like people buy it. Like they do buy it. Even in the online shop, people do buy original stuff. But I can't. You know, like when I have my Dragon Ball piece up. Dude, I'll move like 200 of those things. I'll move like 200 11 by 17s. I'll never move 200 of a single original concept piece in one weekend. You know what I mean? So it's just like, it is what it is, man. $26. Yeah, I don't know, man. Grocery prices, you just, and you know what it is? It's like it's everywhere. It's not just like, yo, you go to Whole Foods and it's fucking super expensive. It's just like it's just expensive everywhere now. You know, like I just don't think about it. I'm just like, look, man, I'm just like, look, I fucking just gonna buy what I'm gonna buy. You know, you just make the budget, make the grocery budget, and then see what you can get with that. That's it. That's it, you know. No, that's what I'm saying. I know it's not gonna sell well, but what I'm saying is it's not like I have never tried to move my original stuff. That is where I went first. And I did that for years. So that's why we do a lot of especially at the cons. Like, you know, when we hang out on Twitch, you know, we do like animal studies and you know, like we freestyle stuff sometimes, or we do demos. A lot of the times it's just stuff that comes out of my head. It's stuff that, you know, it's fun, or maybe experimenting on some stuff. But when you're at the con, it's you have to serve the audience when you go to those things, you know. So that's why when you see me at those shows, that's what I'm selling. It's not a very difficult concept. It's just not gonna go to like a like a beauty convention and then not sell like makeup. You know what I mean? Like, okay, yeah, I put more effort into the fan art. What's your fucking point? Because that's what pays the bills. Wouldn't say that he puts more effort. Oh. See if I could drop the brightness on this lighting. It's hurting my eyes. Is that too dark on the canvas screen? Hey man, I'm not mad. I don't give a fuck what you have to say. Nah, you you got that twisted, son. I do what I want to do. You either fuck with it or you don't. All right. So oh, it's dark. It's dark. All right, hold on. See if I could change the. Oh, why isn't it moving? A little dark. I don't know why the exposure isn't moving on my camera. I'll just bring the lighting back up. Hey man, that's cool. It's whatever. All I gotta say is whatever, man. Who gives a shit? Lyra. don't know why it's not changing. Oh well, we'll just leave the light up. Guys, just drop it. All right. But Lyra, can you get rid of him? Just not in the mood for this today. Don't put him in timeout. What the fuck? Now, just not in the mood for it today. All right, just got a lot of stuff going on, which is why we haven't been streaming. I don't think it's rude, by the way. I don't think what you're saying is rude at all. Just to clarify, just like today, I'm just like not in the mood for it. Is what it comes down to. So. Well, Lyra, you are the mod. I will let you do what you want to do. Dude, I had potatoes again for the first time in a while. I forgot how good potatoes were. That shit's hella good. Yeah, I know that the modern Ninja Turtle comics are doing some really cool stuff too. It's like the Ninja Turtle and the Power Ranger comics are so fucking cool. Like the canon wise, they're so fucking cool. It's one of the ones I wish I had like story wise, like things I wish I had kept up with. work. All right, so we'll just we're just putting in the flats right now, and then we'll go in again. We'll probably use a cool gray to actually shade them in. Well, that's close enough to what Donnie's color is. Do I have any other artists in the family? No, man. Filipino, so everyone else in my family's in the medical field. Actually, that's not even a joke. I say it's easier to count the people in my family who are not doing something in the medical field than it is the other way around. My brother's a bodybuilder. No, my brother is a power lifter. Totally different sport. He's actually the former world champion in his weight class, like actual world champion. He came second place this year, which kind of sucks. His name is Jonathan. Yeah, like social media fitness people, very, very good source of reference for like for musculature. Actually, I have a shit ton of. I don't follow a lot anymore. Like social media, excuse me, social media like fitness people. I don't really follow a lot of them anymore. I actually actively unfollowed a bunch of them. But I have a bunch of saved images in like the Instagram, the saved section of a bunch of fitness people. Oh, so bright in here. Climbers are crazy. What's everyone's preferred sport or like activity rather? I know Lyra's a climber. Lyra, how long has it been since you've been able to go climbing? You know, with the amount of body weight stuff that I've been doing, uh I think I'd be able to pick up climbing okay. I don't think it'd be too different from what I'm doing now, discipline wise. Skateboard for 15 years? That's sick. Skateboarding is hella cool. Skateboarding always reminds me of this old coworker I used to have when I used to deliver furniture. So I spent a lot of my early 20s doing some weird jobs, doing some like crazy bullshit jobs before I started drawing. And apparently he was like really fucking good, like really good. Um and he this was like pre-social media, right? So even back then he had like sponsorships and stuff. And I guess he just stopped because he became an alcoholic. And all he would do, he would just talk about the good old days at the furniture store. He just and then he bought like this, like back in the day, when Mini Coopers first, well, I guess not when they first came out, but like their Mini Coopers are pretty expensive, right? And like all his money would go towards just keeping that car up, like up and running. And I so anytime I see someone or I hear about like skateboarding, it's just like I just think about him in his Mini Cooper talking about how he used to, he could have been a contender. It's so sad. But shout outs to him. He's a cool guy though. To him, basketball and football, tennis, basketball if you're feeling adventurous. You are able to go. It's just different because apparently you haven't found the one gym that you like, but they are available. I stayed at a hotel in Vegas recently where their gym had one of those infinite walls. The ones that just it's like it's like a wall treadmill. It's like a climbing treadmill. And I'd never used one before. I wanted to use it, but like I didn't know how to operate it. And it was like 4 in the morning, and I just finished like the rest of my workout, and I was like, fuck all this. I'm fucking in hindsight, I wish I had at least attempted it to see what it would be like. All right. All right, Jess, thank you for coming through. I appreciate it. Gyms aren't scams. Gyms are what you make of them. You can have a membership to Planet Fitness, and if you're smart about how you work out, then I mean you'll be fine. Um, it's one that like I'm a big. I used to go to like a privately owned warehouse gym, and you kind of just be able to do whatever you want, and they had all the equipment that you needed. When I get a house, I'm definitely making a home gym for sure, because in my opinion, home gyms are much better because then you could tailor it to how you want and you don't have to wait for shit, right? Um, yeah, once we get that house, it's gonna be half the garage is gonna be for me. No, that's what I'm saying though. It's like because when I was traveling for cons, I got a Planet Fitness membership, which when you're on the road and you're traveling and all that, it's hard to kind of stay healthy. So I'd be able to like jump rope outside of my hotel room, and I'd be able to go out for runs if I stayed in like a not too shady area of town, which I often did. But I picked up a Planet Fitness membership because let's just face it, they're fucking everywhere, right? So it was like $20 a month, and it gave me access, 24-hour access anywhere I was traveling. And to me, I was just like, this is actually pretty fucking sweet, because like, again, I mean, some access is better than others. Yeah, some access is better than none. I'm more of just like, you can have a membership to like a baller ass gym. Like I used to go to a private gym, one of those big warehouse gyms. We had a lot of professional athletes there, but it doesn't matter where you go. You're gonna have people who are bullshitting. You can have a Planet Fitness membership, and you have people who are training really hard in there. Keith Thurman, who's a professional boxer, goes to LA Fitness. Former champion. He trains at LA Fitness. Deontay Wilder will train at LA Fitness every now and then. So it's really just more of just like what you make of the equipment that you have. In the same way how if you're at home, if you don't have a lot of space or money, you could have just like a couple dumbbells, and you could have like two 30-pound dumbbells and just do an entire full body workout with just those two things, right? So it's more of just like what you do with it. That's why I don't talk shit on Planet Fitness or people who go to it, because I'm like more about like what you do with it. Okay. Will this have enough ink? The one pen that I ran out of refills for. Will this be enough to color in Leo? There's this part of me that's gonna say no, but we're gonna try it anyway. Oh yeah, Lyra, you sent me that picture of your neighbor. What was that, back in your hometown, or who had like they converted like their whole house, or it looked like their whole living room into a gym? Which, I mean, if my wife let me, that's what I would do. But uh that was fucking sick. That picture you sent me was fucking bad. Yeah. Oh yeah, that was one of your close friends. Anyway, that their setup was badass. That was fucking cool. Okay, I could already tell you this is not gonna there's not gonna be enough ink in here. Oh shit. All right, so I don't know if we'll be able to finish this, because this pen will run out of ink before we finish Leo. Then I'll just order a refill, and then I'll just let the client know. I'll be like, hey man, you have to wait a week for me to get this ink refill, and then we'll just go from there. I was gonna do this in toned grays, just warm, but I was like, yeah, that's kind of boring. We've done that so much. So the process will be, sorry if you could hear the gardeners outside. The process will be, we're putting in the flats, and then I'll go in with probably another round of the flats, because once the ink dries, you can go back in over it with the same ink, and it'll show up a little bit darker. So that's how we'll get some of the contours that way. And then I will go in with a cool gray, a cool toned gray, and that's where we'll put in like kind of cell shading almost. And then I'll go in with probably my Pentel, my black brush pen, and then add in some spot blacks, and then clean up some of the line work. Yeah, I don't have another con until... I don't have another con confirmed until February. So once things get sorted out around here, we will get back to our regularly scheduled streams. Yeah, they're looking very bright and vibrant right now, but by the time we're all done with it, they are going to probably look a lot more washed out, I guess would be the word. But yeah, there's probably gonna be like maybe four layers of ink on all the whole thing when it's done. Tim, what you been studying these days? How has sleeping been for you, by the way? I used to smoke cigarettes. Yeah, I used to be a hardcore cigarette smoker. Yeah, that was kind of like the default thing I would have a character do. If I especially background characters. If I didn't know what to do with a character, if you have them smoke, it's just a kind of a little cheat way to make them look like they're doing something. You know, if you're just like you're trying to fill in the background, you're just like, ah, fuck, I can't think of anything to have them do right now. Just put a cigarette in their hand, and then you can have them like look stressed out, like that meme of that dude, or you can yeah, it's just like a nice little cheat way to kind of give a character a little bit of personality. Good. You kept them smoking with their cigarettes. Good job. I appreciate that. You left the lore intact. The cancerous lore intact. Okay. I do need to try and adjust the exposure on my camera right now because I can't work with this light. It's too bright. So we'll drop the light to about right there. My dog just straight up kicked my tripod. And then give me a second. Huh. That's fascinating that it's not changing. There we go. All right. Much better. You did the smoking trick too. Why did we get a new puppy? We just, you know, Pepper is getting our older puppy or our older dog. She's just, you know, she's getting up there in age, and we want to give her a companion, you know, in her final years. And we, at the same time, because we're about ready to move to a house, you know, we figured we are gonna have another dog anyway. So it's best to get the new puppy now while we still have about a year before we move, so that during the whole training phase, the dog could mess up this house instead of the new house that we're gonna get. So it kind of works out because, you know, it's easier to train a new dog it's easier to train a new dog when they're around another dog that's already trained. So it's just kind of all the reasons, you know. So it's like Pepper will have a companion. It'll be easier to train the dog. We'll let this dog fuck up this house, so that when we move, she's not gonna fuck up the new one yet. So yeah, there's a lot of reasons that we're you buy a house. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, we're gonna be getting out of California. Um so it's like the kind of because, you know, I work on the internet and then I work at cons, so like my income doesn't change, you know. So it's like we're gonna move to a place, we're gonna leave California where, you know, the money's gonna go a lot further, you know. Like you do a couple of 5-digit shows, but you live in California. I mean, it goes okay, but it doesn't go that far. But if you do a couple, you take that same amount and then you go to a place where like cost of living's like half, it goes literally twice as far. So yeah. Ah, fish. Don't do it. Get out of here. Get out of here. If you get the chance, get the fuck out of here, man. It's no good out here. Yeah. No. Yeah. Yeah, I have a family member who does a lot of real estate stuff, and I talked to her quite a bit. And ultimately, the thing that she said is, it doesn't really matter like where you go, because you're so desensitized to the cost of everything here in California that no matter where you move, you're just going to be happier. You're going to be able to pocket more money, and you're going to, Malcolm, what's going on? You're going to be able to pocket more money and you'll be happier. So it's really just about finding the place more than anything. And like I said, with my work, with the money I make as an artist, the income I make doesn't change no matter where I am. So anyway, yeah, that's why we're, one of the reasons we're moving is just like our rent here, because we live in a pretty nice place right now. So like our rent here, that's just like a monthly house payment, you know, in like a lot of other states. We're just like, yeah, no good. Let's fucking go. So Fish, you said you have to move? Is it like for work? You have to move into, is that what you said? You have to move into California? That's rough. That sucks. Yeah, you'll be all right. You'll be all right. I've just been here for so long, and you know, just ready for a little bit of a change. Malcolm, what's going on, man? What do you think of this though? Ready to have this framed? Hopefully I can get this to you by Christmas. So Malcolm, I was going to do this in toned grays, you know, like make the turtles warm gray. But I was just like, nah. For you, I'll bust out the color Copics. The values might be a little wonky because, you know, as with most Copics, it can get like that. But it'll look cool. And at the end of the day, if it looks cool, that's all that matters, right? Yeah, man. Uh so just FYI, Fish, well actually for everyone, this upcoming year is going to be very, very, very heavy on the collages, the fan arts, because as part of getting the new house, I'm just like, you know what? I'm just gonna keep my head down, and we're gonna stack these bills and just get this house. And then, you know, once I get it situated over there, and plenty of time to do some original stuff. That's just FYI that the upcoming fucking year is gonna be just like, I swear to God, it's gonna be like nothing but collages. And then like we'll do the study streams still. And then the bigger projects that I have, the personal work, which, oh, Lyra, you'll be interested in this. I've been deep diving into a lot of more abstract style stuff. So there's can't show it here, or rather, I don't want to show it here. But there's a series that I've been working on that is a little bit more abstract, because I've been fascinated by that lately. Maybe I'm maturing as an artist, but yeah, Lyra, I think like maybe I'm maturing a little bit, but a lot of the artwork that I've been referencing for a project that I have is a lot more interpretive and not so much literal, and it's been really fun. And I know you're all about that stuff. All right, fine. I can't believe that I didn't run out of ink yet. Jinxed it. I just jinxed it. Watch, we're gonna run out on the leg right here. No, Lyra, I'm not saying I'm good at it. I'm just saying that like I've been trying. It's fucking hard. Like, how do I say this without spoiling stuff? To communicate an idea through non-literal art, it's fucking hard. And I've grown an appreciation for that. Guys, thank you for all the follows. I don't know if I'm going to spend the money to go watch Avatar 2. I'm not really that... I wasn't a huge fan of Avatar 1. I don't think it's as bad as people say it is. Like, you know, oh, this movie sucks. It's just... I'm just like, it's a fucking movie. Like, they're trying to make money. What do you want from it? But, like, I don't know. I mean, I haven't even gone to see Black Panther yet. And that's a movie I'm interested in. More so, I don't know if you want to call it like a morbid curiosity. And I don't mean that because Chadwick Boseman. I mean more like I'm so disconnected from the MCU now because I just really don't. Like, I used to be an MCU fanboy because I think it's just a lot of fun, right? Those movies are a lot of fun. But I just have not really been jamming with the stuff they've been bringing out. So it's just like they bring out the end of Phase 4 and I'm just like, man, it's going to be some more bullshit. But I mean, I'm curious to see what it is, you know? Yeah, I mean, that's exactly what I'm saying. Like, you know, you could point at Avatar and be like, it's derivative of so many stories as is. That's why, I don't know, when I watched Avatar 1 in IMAX 3D, which was a fucking mistake. Like, just go watch it in a regular theater, right? Like, and I didn't like, it didn't bother me at the time that it was so derivative of other stuff. You know, I'm not picky. Like all stories come from something else. So I'm not that guy where I'm just like, oh, it's this and that. That's from the. I was just like, this is fucking boring. That's ultimately that's what it came down to for me. I was just like, this is fucking boring, and I didn't really care. What's his name? Jake, the main character. I didn't care about him. So it's just like to go back. Like, I don't know, man. I'll just wait for it to come out on digital, and then I'll watch clips of like actually I'm more fascinated to see like a behind the scenes kind of thing for that, to see the technology that was developed, to see how they shot stuff. I think I'm more fascinated by that than the actual movie, because you know James Cameron, he'll drown a motherfucker to get a shot underwater. Like he will kill you. He'll have someone die so that he can get that right shot underwater. You know what I'm saying? um So, to answer your question, I'm probably not gonna go watch it in theaters. I will watch it eventually, but I don't think I'm gonna take the time and money to go to the movie theater and watch it. Oh, you guys know I used to live across the street from a movie theater, and I'd be like, yo, I'm gonna go watch fucking whatever, fucking Captain Marvel or whatever, right? And just walk across the street. Yo, they closed it down. Now the nearest theater is like a 15-minute drive, and I'm just like, well, guess I'm not gonna be going to watch any. I guess I'm not gonna go and watch any movies anytime soon. Sucks. It sucks. I know. I used to be able to just go walk across the street, and it closed down. I think like 2 weeks ago or something like that. And I was like, damn it! I should have watched Black Panther when I had the chance across the street. Now I gotta drive 15 minutes. Nah, I haven't had time to go do that shit. Yeah, so you guys know I've been kind of in and out of the office dealing with some family stuff. That's why we haven't really been streaming. And yeah, hopefully by the new year things will kind of be things will be a little bit more settled in. And whoops, messed up right here. But nothing that a good old spot black can't fix. I cannot believe we had enough ink. Shoutouts to G17 Forest Green for holding it down. Well, I hope Avatar 2 is good for the fans. You know, I know that there are some really hardcore fans of Avatar, and I hope the movie's good for all of you. You know, like waiting this long to get a new movie, you know, it would suck if it was no good. I don't know any of these people. I don't know any of these people you're naming off. Did you say a Beast Wars trailer? Like a live action Beast Wars trailer? You fucking with me? Like I haven't been keeping up with anything. I have not been keeping up with anything that's been going on. You know me, I'm a big movie nerd. Oh hell no. All right, hold on. Everybody pause 1 second. Beast Wars is my shit, man.
fear, Prime. There is a darkness.
Whoa, look at Optimus design. Oh, was that Cheetor? Oh, look at RC. Oh my god, these designs.
From both your past and
Rhinox?
you've never faced anything like this. Let them come.
Too many humans. Okay. 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 Alright, look. I've been bamboozled by Transformers too much though. This needed to just be like its own thing. I'm a fan of the designs that they're using. I wish there was a little bit more red in Primal's robot form. He looks all gray, which not a big fan of because it's hard to separate. You know, he has a lot of white and red underneath the you know, the animal parts. So it's easier to see the different to see the separation in his body parts. And it's all gray. So I'm like, but that's, I mean, they're still infinitely better than the old designs, yeah. Yes. Fish, we've talked about the Transformers movies quite a bit here on stream in the over the years. And people are like, oh, they're dumb. They're dumb. I'm like, yeah, it's fucking Transformers is dumb. Like, if you're gonna have it just robots blowing shit up, I'm just like, just have it robots blowing shit up. The worst part about these Transformers movies are the people. So if you can just scale that back, like Bumblebee, I enjoyed Bumblebee even though it was just ET, but I enjoyed it because it was just one character in there, one human character in there. But I enjoyed the movie. I'm a fan of the designs. Optimus, not Prime's design is like spot on. That looks straight out of War of Cybertron. Look, and I don't know. I hope it's good. I wish that they had just done a straight up Beast Wars movie though. Like, no, have them crash land on an ancient Earth, and just do Beast Wars. Just do Beast Wars. But I'll take this too, I guess. Anyway, thank you for the link. That was, I don't lie, I'm kind of hyped. But I mean, if you go watch the trailer for Transformers 2, that trailer goes hella hard. That trailer goes super hard. That movie sucks. So it's like, we'll see. I've learned a new slang word over when I was in New York. I learned a new slang word that you kids are using. All right, Lyra, I appreciate you dropping by. Thank you so much. Whatever it is you have going on this weekend, or what is today? Thursday? Yeah, whatever it is you have going on until the next time I see you. Hope you have a good one. So again, we are just putting in the flats here, and then we will go back over it just to add a little volume. And then I'll go in with, say, we'll do the flats, and we'll do another pass with the same greens to add a little bit of like, like volume, some contour work on their muscles. Probably throw in some veins and stuff. And then I'll go in with a cool gray and just finish shading all of it. What are we talking about next? I don't know. Whatever y'all want to talk about. I'm just here so I don't get fined. Yeah, no, I'm just in the office for a few hours today, so I was just like, yo, let's get this stream in. But I don't really have any specific topics lined up to talk about today. It's kind of whatever y'all want, whatever is going on with y'all. Is anyone working on any projects? Oh, Malcolm, one of my boys is gonna be moving to Texas in a couple of months. And I was just like, oh, nice. Cost of living's pretty sweet. He's like, yeah, I'm gonna live in downtown Austin. I was like, dude, just fucking, that's just LA again. I was like, one of the reasons you're moving was because he lives in LA right now, like in the heart, and like his rent is nuts. And he's just like, yeah, man, I'm fucking tired of this. I'm gonna move to Texas. I'm like, oh, cool, man, that's cool. Yeah, I'm gonna live in downtown Austin. I'm just like, man, that's just the same shit. Like, here, hold on. Let me finish coloring in this purple area, and then I'll get back to the chat. Give me a second. If you have a girlfriend or boyfriend, do they accept you as being an artist as a job or occupation? Oh, well, yeah, I'm married now, so clearly she has. No, I don't know. I never thought do people see artists and think a particular way about it. Uh, I never even thought about that. What like would anyone here say yes or no to a person just because of like them being an artist? I don't know. I guess would occupation, yeah, occupation would affect how I felt about somebody. Now that I think about it. My dog is in the room with me, right? And she's snoring really loud. I don't know if y'all can hear her. All right, hold on. I think the puppy. We'll bring the puppy onto the stream for a few minutes, okay? I think she is now. I think she's 14 weeks. Yeah, we have a section. I know you don't do Discord, but we have a whole section in the Discord where everyone shares their art links and socials and all that stuff. Are you sleepy? Oh. Oh. Sucks Lyra's not here. Lyra is the one who wanted to see her. Okay. You know, she wants to go to sleep, right? I'm gonna put her back out. Oh, yeah, we haven't talked about the new Pokemon games here yet, right? So I haven't actually played. My wife was playing Scarlet. I actually ordered Violet, should be coming in a couple days. Outside of the technical stuff that everyone knows about, you know, like I know there's like glitches and stuff, but she didn't run into it. We didn't run into any of those technical issues. Like graphics and all that. Everyone knows how Pokemon does it now. They rush the stuff out. Spoilers for Gen 9, by the way. I think it's a great game. Like I think the gameplay in it is good. I think the open world part of it is really good. I think the Pokemon selection, I think that is my favorite, one of my favorite parts about it. The Pokemon selection, even early game, is fucking awesome. Like yeah, the Pokemon selection in it is fucking awesome. I like how balanced the auto battling is. Like at first, like on paper, you see the auto battling, and I was just like, that seems kind of dumb. But it does punish, not punish so much, but it does like you'll miss learning new moves, you'll miss evolutions, you'll miss stuff if you're just sitting there doing the auto battling, which I think is a really good way to balance it out, right? Otherwise you just sit there and just fucking just auto battle all day. I'm not a fan of, they still haven't given you the option to turn off experience share, which I really don't like. I don't know, I just don't like that. Like, you should, like for other RPGs, like your whole party gets XP, right? But it's because your whole party battles. But with Pokemon, when you're raising specific creatures, like you're specifically raising particular creatures for particular reasons, you know, like you want to up certain things on some but not on others. And I think you should have the option to turn experience share off. And it's fucking ridiculous that they haven't. It's been like that since what, Sun and Moon? Yeah. But I think, and again, spoilers, I think that last part post Elite Four, where you go into the crater, that could have been the whole game. Like the storyline, the story from there, and everything that happened in like that last hour and a half of the game. Dude, that could have been the whole fucking game. I was like, this is bad. I was just like, no, yeah, Fish, that's exactly what I'm talking about. Like, when you have experience share, it just ruins all of that. And I'm just like, have the option to turn it on and off. Like, I do like that they have the cutscene skip option now. The game moves a lot faster at the beginning than the past 2 generations, so I like that a lot. It's crazy how quickly you get fly. That's fucking nuts. No, but overall, I think it's great. Like, they incorporated a lot of Arceus in there. One thing I wish they kept was the ability to catch Pokemon without having to battle them, like in Arceus. I thought the function of creeping and throwing the Pokeball, I thought that was going to be... I thought the mechanic for that was going to be like Arceus, where you can, you know, you could potentially catch them right there. Because you could do that in, like, in the Pokemon world. You can just sneak up on, like, a Pidgey, hit it in the back of the head with an Ultra Ball, and it'll probably catch it, right? But it triggers a battle, and I'm just like, that's fine. It's not a big deal. But I wish they had kept that element from Arceus. I love that you interact with the box art legendary right at the beginning of the game, because most of the time, like, you have the whole game, and then the box art legendary just appears out of nowhere near the end of the game, and you're just like, that's cool, I guess I'll catch you for the Pokedex. But this one is just like, all right, here he is. You're gonna use this motorcycle your whole playthrough, and you get to really, like, you build like a connection with it, and it's fun to just have him around, right? Pokemon Go mechanic, basically. Well, give or take, yeah, because with Pokemon Go, you still have to engage the Pokemon in, like, you still have to, you click on the Pokemon and you engage in, like, the sequence, the battle sequence, even though there's no, like, battle, but you still engage. I'm talking about in Arceus, you can just sneak up on him and just throw the Pokeball, catch him by surprise, and catch him. I was hoping they kept that in there, but yeah. There needs to be new Nintendo console. Yes. The Switch is hell outdated. Yeah, they need to. They definitely need to. Well, even then, like, even if they had a more powerful console that came out, the amount of time, like, they have to rush these games out, you know, and it's just kind of like, you could definitely tell where they cut the corners and stuff, and it's like, I don't think it matters. You can get a more powerful console, and they're still not going to utilize it to its max because no, that stuff where people are complaining. It's so, like I don't pay attention to that stuff. Like they can complain about like if there's a game breaking glitch, I get it, but like things like voice acting and all that, that doesn't matter. Like is the gameplay solid? The gameplay is very solid. It's like a greatest hits of all the recent games. Like they took the best elements from Pokemon Go, they took some of the better elements from the expansion packs of Sword and Shield. I think the map is a little forgettable. I don't like this is a nitpick. I don't like the map when you go into your map function. I don't like that it rotates. I think it should be north, east, south, west, just flat right there, and then you have an arrow pointing the direction you want, because you start rotating and then the map will rotate and it's a little hard to get your bearings sometimes. That's kind of annoying, but again, those are like little nitpick things. At the end of the day, I think it's a fucking awesome Pokemon game. Four player, I wish it was local. If it was local co-op campaign, if they carried over the Let's Go co-op function, oh my god, dude, you fucking yeah. We didn't talk about that. The starters, I'm not a fan. I'm a fan of the fire starters entire evolution line. The other two, garbage. I don't like how they look at all. They all look like Lopunny. Like they just have that too human look to them, you know. But yeah, no, it's a huge step up from Sword and Shield. But then again, you wouldn't have all the elements this game had without Sword and Shield. It's definitely, in my opinion, like I said, it's like a greatest hits of all the good functions of previous Pokemon games. I think it's a great Pokemon game. And once things kind of settle down here at home, and I can catch up on my work, I will be playing Pokemon Violet, because the wife played Scarlet and I just kind of watched, and it'll be cool to be able to like do my own playthrough when I get some time. The Alligator's third stage is hella good, dude. Like design wise, it's hella good. Ghostfire, a ghost starter. No, my wife's been into gaming since before we met. All right, so all of like their shells and that, like they're all gonna have the same color shell. I'm actually just gonna use warm grays for the rest of their bodies. So let me put these away. Actually, no, they're not gonna dry. Do another coat. My wife is more into games than I am. I love video games, but I don't make a lot of time to play games because I have like an addictive personality with video games. The same reason I used to play, like I used to play Yu-Gi-Oh competitively, and it would just be like my whole life, like everything I did revolved around that. So you know, it's like when you're addicted to something, it's best to just kind of like, because it takes so much time. It takes so much time away from like, you know, my job here, and that's one of the reasons you guys don't hear, like I always say I don't play a lot of games anymore, because one of the reasons I went so hardcore with Pokemon Go is because, you know, I was able to play it while I was traveling on the road, and you know, like you don't really have to do anything with that game. So that's one of the reasons I fucks with Pokemon Go so much. Plus, you know, it's Pokemon. Finished it last night because today at 7 they're doing a Charizard event. You have to have the game be in to even have a chance. Whoa, a Charizard event. You stopped drawing to play Warzone. That's what I'm saying. I'm self-aware enough to know that, you know, if I find a game I really like, that's it. Like, it's a wrap. Like, that's gonna be what I'm gonna be doing for the next like week. Like, so it's not that I won't give myself that time. It's just I need to finish what's important first, and then I'll make time and go. So like it's fucking Pokemon. I'm always gonna make time for a mainline Pokemon game, but I have things around here that I need to finish first, which is one of the reasons I haven't started it yet. So you see, we're going back over this right here. See how I'm shading it in? That's the same color as this. So with Copics, especially when you're using a thicker paper like the Bristol board that I'm using, you can put a flat layer of one color, we'll let it dry, go over it with the same color, and I mean, it'll naturally it'll come up darker. So that's one really easy way to kind of not have to buy another color, another marker. Now when it comes to like shifting, hold on, sorry. Okay, so when it comes to like shifting the color in the shaded area, that's what we're going to use the cool gray for. Because like if you just use a darker version of that color to shade it in, it tends to not look that good, right? Because that's not how things operate in real life. You get blues and purples and grays in shaded areas. So you combo basically all I'm going to be shading with each turtle will be their own green. And a cool gray. That's all we're going to use to shade these characters. Rated, what's going on? Appreciate that, Fish, but I mean, this was an unscheduled stream. I don't really expect people to hop in or do any of that stuff. You know. When we do those hardcore scheduled streams, though, oh, you bet, I'm gonna be asking for all them likes, all them follows. But no, I appreciate everyone for coming through. Again, I know this was an unscheduled stream, so anyone who did come through, I do appreciate you taking the time. You know what I'm saying? Nah, Fish. Nah, for real, I appreciate that. But no, just adding comments to boost the analytics. Okay, I got a little bit of time before I have to head out. As you see, we're not in the normal lazy man hoodie, homeless look that we normally have. I gotta be ready to head out the door at any moment, so. Oh, the light source coming from this way. Dude, I need to get more active everywhere. The past few weeks, I just, like I said, I've been having to deal with other stuff, so it's just like, I'll take care of all that shit. No, but like in regards to social, I need to be more active, not just on DA. I need to be more active. Oh, speaking of social media, the new episode of the YouTube series is available now for all patrons, and it will have a wide release. The next episode, episode 92 of my artist YouTube series, will be widely available next week, but it's available now for all patron tiers. It was a bit of a weird episode. Because the convention, this was for Anime Expo Chibi, which was a smaller convention, smaller California convention that I went to like 2.5 weeks ago. And it was weird because like the con was so basic and it was so boring, and I was just like, how do I even make an episode out of this? Thankfully, that was around the time everyone was tripping out about different AI stuff. And again, we don't talk about AI much because I don't want to talk about that stuff because I don't give a shit. But it did make for a little bit of an interesting second half of that episode. So that's what that one's going to be about. Hey, what's going on from TwitchCon? You bought something, right? How's it going? Yeah, oh yeah. So if you're from TwitchCon, I assume you're waiting for the Attack on Titan piece. But yeah, things have been coming up recently that have kept me in and out of the office, which is one of the reasons we haven't been streaming in general. But so why we haven't started the Attack on Titan piece. But I'm hyped. Like I want to do it. Like that. Some of the projects, some of the fan art projects, the collages. I mean, I enjoy doing all of them, but like I'm like excited to do the Attack on Titan piece because I love Attack on Titan. So that one is going to be a very passionate project. We're gonna do it traditionally as opposed to digitally like I do for most of them. But I got to get all my shit sorted out here first. Your whole feed is that, yeah, man. It is what it is, right? Anyway, we're not going to talk about AI. That's actually a topic I'm actually closing. That in the Discord, you're not allowed to talk about it. It's because it riles people up and all that shit, and I just don't want to have to fucking moderate it. And I don't want to deal with all that. And again, this will be the most I talk about it at the con. It's all anyone was talking about, and I like on top of me already being over the conversation, people were just bugging me all fucking weekend about it, and I really just irritated me. I was like, I'm not in the fucking mood for this. Can we just talk about other stuff? Like, anyway, so that's why I've closed the topic in the Discord and basically in here too. But I mean, yeah, perfect timing. The series is about to end. Yeah, that is not a that's not a coincidence either. I'm just like, you know what? I love Attack on Titan. I finished reading the manga. I would really, really enjoy doing that project. And the fucking final season, part 9, whatever, is coming. Like, they call it Attack on Titan season 4, the ending for realsies. That's what they're called. That's what they may as well call it. No, for real this time. This is the final season for realsies. Like, yeah, timing for that will be great. By the time when we get closer to that being done, that'll be perfect timing to start advertising it. Final season starting soon. Until then, here's some episodes. Speaking of which, this is like the second time in my entire life I've drawn Naruto. That was a commission that I did yesterday. Oh, really, really, really easy stuff. And I was just like, I don't know anything about Naruto. Can you give me some details? I'm like, no, it'll be fine. And I was just like, fuck. Because like I didn't watch Naruto. I didn't read Naruto. Like that's one that I missed. So they didn't really give me any details to it. You know, like you say, you commissioned me to draw like a Dragon Ball piece, and I can do like, I can get it like on point to the episode, right? And get everything accurate. So I was just like, I guess do my best to make sure everything lines up right. But yeah, this was fun to do. Very low effort kind of commission. It's not like this. It's not like this. Well, I'm a Turtles fan too, so this is fun too. I'm very fortunate that the commissions that I've been picking up, because like I said, I've been in and out of the office, so I opened up some commissions that I can do kind of like on a clipboard when I'm not here at home. And fortunately, they've all been like stuff that I enjoy, minus that Naruto one. I think I have 3 or 4 more commissions I gotta do, and then I'll be all caught up on everything. I know one of my buddies even gave me like the order. He's just like, all right, so you can skip this, you can skip that, because you know, like with most, there's like a degree of filler, right? So he even was just like, no, just do this. I gotta say though, the animation, I don't know about Naruto, but I know the animation in Boruto is fucking awesome. Unless I'm just seeing like the really good clips and it not like as a whole, yeah. We are on, yeah, the 100-pound Bristol. It's the one that I always, if you command paper, this is what I use for all my Copic commissions. Of all the papers I've tried, this is the one I find accepts the ink the best. What a shaky camera. So is Boruto? I don't know how to pronounce it. Is it like Yashahime, where it's just like you're just kind of waiting for all the old characters to show up? Is it that, or they're just like, yeah, here's some okay characters, but if you stick around, your favorite characters will show up. Don't worry, just trust us. Is it that? Tim says just read the manga. That seems to be the solution to everything. Ugh. Wow, dude. So here's something funny. I just got bamboozled by something. So I applied for formerly Denver Comic Con, but it's Fan Expo Denver now. A very, very good show. It's the same weekend as Anime Expo next year. So the way they do the application process is a little different than most shows. Most shows you put in your application, if you get accepted, then you pay, you know, for your table and all that stuff. But this one was just like you fill out the application and then you have to put in your payment information. And I thought it was you put in your payment information, no refunds. And if you get accepted, then they'll just charge you right away and then you're committed, right? That's how I thought they did it. But so I emailed them. I was just like, hey, I see I got charged. This is not cheap either. It's like $800. So I was just kind of like, hey, so that means I got a table, right? I just want to confirm so I could start planning all my travels and stuff. And they're like, no, what we do is everyone who applied, we actually charge them. And if they get in, or if you don't get in, then we refund you. It's like, what the fuck? Fuck out of here. I was like, that's crazy, dude. So anyway, I was really excited because I thought I got into the show. Because that's an easy 5-digit show. And I was just like, all right, sweet. But turns out, nah, they just have my money. And I was like, get the fuck. Asses. I'm pretty confident I'll get in. So it doesn't really matter. But so what does everyone have planned for December? You guys have any long projects you're working on? You're gonna go visit some family? Oh yeah, I got banned on TikTok for a little bit. I haven't picked it back up since. I got banned on TikTok because we were multi-streaming and we were doing a lot of figure drawing streams, and it got flagged as adult nudity, even though they were figures and there was no anatomy in there. It was just figures, and but now people are. So I got banned on TikTok. I say Twitter, I meant TikTok. I got banned on TikTok, and I was just like, man, fuck this. So then I got unbanned maybe a couple weeks ago. I just haven't really picked it back up because I'm just like, man, I'm just gonna get banned again. Who gives a shit? I was like, whatever. Working for your bonus. Are they offering a lot of OT? Yeah, they flagged it. I got the notice and they flagged it as adult nudity, and I was just like, all right, whatever. But no, yeah, yeah, we talk about it in the Discord often, where I don't know, I can't stress enough how much artists should utilize TikTok. Like the engagement is like absurd on there. I had one video that went just like, it's not even viral, just like it got noticed on it, and I just made like hella sales that night, and I was like, this is crazy. Like I was just like, I didn't even do anything. I was like, I didn't even do anything. Yeah. But yeah, for anyone who is, you're utilizing social media for your artwork, like we all should be. If you're not on that TikTok, you should. It's fucking nonsense. Like the engagement rate on there. We've talked about it quite a bit. Well, actually, we've talked about it extensively on here over the years about why that is. And yeah, if you're not utilizing TikTok because you have some kind of like, I don't know, personal thing against it, that's cool too. But like, it's hard to argue against the potential engagement that TikTok offers. Light is still bright. Malcolm, I don't know if you're still here, but real talk, I haven't played the Turtles game yet. Remember I bought it like 6 months ago or whenever the fuck it came out. I got it for Steam, and I was like, yeah, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna make some time. I ain't making a goddamn minute for that game yet. It's just sitting on my desktop. What's the icon on it? Is it Donatello that's on the icon for that? Oh no, it's Leo. Leo's on it, and I'm just like, it's just been sitting on my desktop, and I'm just like, oh, one day. G17, so that's done. I'm gonna have to dip in like 16 minutes. So if there's anything y'all want to talk about, then throw it out now. Have to head out. Take care of some stuff. Oh, it was nice to be able to stream again though. I really miss this. I miss hanging out with y'all. Miss making that little bit of extra internet money. Give me some of that money. The internet money. That Amazon Prime. Use Amazon Prime to get a free sub so that Amazon gets a little bit of that money back. Yeah, then when I get back, I probably won't stream, but I will finish this and actually see how many commissions I could finish today. And again, thanks for dropping that. The Beast Wars trailer. Like, thanks for dropping the link to that. I had no idea that that trailer came out. I'm sure Double Toasted would show up in my YouTube feed, and I would have been like, "Excuse me." I'm sure I would have seen it eventually, but it was cool to watch it on here with y'all. Man, my eyes are all fucked up. Working under that really bright light for the first hour. And I haven't been sleeping a lot, so there's that too. Let's find somebody to go raid. By the way, I invite everyone to hop into the Discord. I dropped the link in the chat for y'all right now. We'll hang out for like another couple minutes while we find somebody to go raid. I also want to give a big shout out to DeviantArt, who is the sponsor of today's stream. I'm part of a sponsorship program called the DeviantArt Collective. If you stream your artwork on Twitch, DeviantArt is actively looking for new artists to support. We'll go raid one of my fellow DeviantArt Collective members. I'll be out of the office for a little bit again today. But yeah, Malcolm, I'm gonna try and get this done for you today. I mean, I know that shipping gets all crazy around this time of the year, but hopefully it'll be in hand in time for Christmas for you. So shaky. All right, we'll let the raid go and do its thing. It'll send off in a little bit, but thank you guys for hanging out. Now, long fucking day ahead of me. And then when this is all said and done, everything settles here, we'll get back to our regularly scheduled program. This was fun. I missed you guys. I'll let you know when the next stream is. I'll announce it. Thank you. The raid's gonna launch in like 20 seconds, so we'll sit here for a little bit awkwardly. All right, guys. See ya.